Hi friends, how are you? By blessings to God, you are doing well. So this is Dr. Artam Jenna, faculty member with the Department of Business Management, Fakinmon University, Vyasavir, Balasur, Odisha. Friends, once again I am welcoming to all of you to your channel, to my channel, Dr. Classes. So friends, today we are going to discuss, so friends, you have already known from the thumbnail, आज का discussion क्या है friends. Today friends, we are going to discuss what is the basic difference between that is the void contract and voidable contract. So far today discussion is concerned, today discussion will be very useful and fruitful in semester examinations like that is the commerce management law and other related subject. Today discussion will be much helpful and useful those who are preparing for the that is the ugc-net JRF as well as the lectureship. So friends, without losing your valuable time and golden time, let's start today's discussion. What is the basic difference between that is the void contract and voidable contract. So friends, in this video content you will enjoy, and friends will also discuss by citing the suitable examples. So friends, let's start today's discussion. So friends, during the discussion, if any mismatch or gap you find, kindly give your valuable comment and suggestion in the comment section. So friends, before discussing the void contract and voidable contract, the difference, so we have to know what is the meaning of a contract, what is the meaning of law, what is the meaning of that is the agreement. So friends, you have to remember it's a what is the Indian Contract Act. So friends, Indian Contract Act is 1872. What is the meaning of law? So friends, in the semester exam, so in 1 or 2 mark questions or fill in the blanks, so definitely so this discussion will be much helpful. So law means the literal meaning of the term law is what is this? The rules which guide our action. So law means the rule of principles of some action. So law is the body of principles recognized and applied by the state in the administration of justice. So this well-known definition has been given by the Salman. Similarly, so law is nothing else but the reason of which men applied for ages to the transaction and business of mankind. So this definition has been given by the Abraham Lincoln, the former president of USA. So next friends, what is the meaning of agreement? So an agreement is a mutual understanding, arrangements or shared commitment between the two or more parties that outlines or state the rights and obligation of both parties. So it's the or it's according to section 2E of the Indian Contract Act 1872 defines an agreement as every promise or every set of promises forming the consideration for each other. So here every agreement begins with an offer. Once the offer is accepted, it becomes a promise. When both parties make the promises to each other involving some form of consideration, it's the meaning of that is the agreement. So hence in mathematical equation, agreement is equal to what is this offer. So friends, so then acceptance plus consideration. So agreement is equal to what is this offer plus acceptance plus consideration. So I friends हम देखेंगे what is the meaning of a proposal. So proposal is also known as regarded as offer. So according to section 2A of Indian Contract Act, when one person signifies to another their willingness to do or abstain from doing something. Promise, what is the meaning of promise? So according to section 2B of Indian Contract Act, a proposal when accepted becomes a promise. Similar, what is the meaning of consideration? Section 2D of Indian Contract Act, the price or return for the something often referred to as something for something, etc. That the quid pro quo. So an exchange of something of value, it's the money or services or gold. So what is it's the meaning of so friends, I have collected this image, that is the quid pro quo. So when two parties agree to exchange the goods and services for monetary values, but then what is the meaning of acceptance? The other person signifies their assent to that offer, means the other party will accept the offer. So proposer. So friends, what is the meaning of proposer? So proposer is known as the offerer. The person making the proposal is known as a proposer or offerer. So don't worry, be happy friends. We will discuss by citing the suitable example. Then offeree. What is the meaning of offeree? The person to whom the proposal is made known as offeree. Example, when if Shubham offers to sell his car to Lucky kitna rupees 5 lakhs and Lucky agrees to pay Shubham rupees kitna, that is the 5 lakhs for the car. So here Shubham is the offerer or the promiser, and Lucky here it's known as what is this or regarded as the offeree or promisee. So friends, now you are clear. Friends, what is the meaning of contract? So contract is an agreement to do or not to do an act. Contract is legally binding agreement which is enforceable at law. So contract is an agreement creating and defining the obligations between the parties. So this definition has been given by Salman. According to Section 2H of the Indian Contract Act 1872 defines a contract an agreement enforceable by law. So hence the contract in mathematical equation, so friends, it's the agreement plus enforceability by law. So here, so both the here the void contracts and the voidable contracts are the distinct legal concepts with notable and key difference. So friends, in this video content we will discuss the impact of enforceability and rights of the parties are involved in both contracts. So friends, will discuss what is the meaning of void contract and what is the meaning of a voidable contract. The term void in law means not legally binding or invalid, an agreement which is legally enforceable when entered into but which it's typing error is there, which has become void due to supervening impossibility of the performance. But the court shall not require either party to perform it or award damages for its breach. So it's that is the invalid. So void contract is invalid. But according to section 2I of Indian Contract Act, an agreement which is enforceable by law are the opinion of one or more of the parties but not at the opinion of others. It's known as what? Voidable contract. So next one, basis of comparison point, nature. So void contract is not valid from the beginning. So in the legal, that is the term, that is the void of initio. Whereas voidable contract is valid until it is involved. So section applicable, void agreement or contract is primarily defined under the section 2G of Indian Contract Act, which states that an agreement is not enforceable by law, is void. Whereas voidable contract is defined under the section of 2I of the Indian Contract Act. What are the examples? So the examples of the void contracts are the following. So first one example, if a contract is made a citizen of India and Bangladesh, which is a valid contract during the peace period, but if there is the war between the two countries, then the contract becomes the void. Another example, if Loki agrees to buy a specific race horse from the Shubham, but the horse died the day before agreement was made. So another example, an agreement on smuggled goods, and that is the illegal goods or unhealthy demerit goods, is a void contract between because it involves the unlawful action. Similarly, here are the examples of voidable contracts. If Chintu, a person of weak intelligence, made a gift to his entire property to Lucky, who was a position to dominate him. Here the Lucky will dominate to Chintu. The gift having been got by undue influence is voidable at the opinion of Chintu. Similarly, another example, if a firm enters into a high value consulting agreements with an executive who later proves that to have lacked mental capacity during the execution. Another example, if someone that is the pressured you to sign the agreement, so it's undue influence. So these are the very good examples of a void contract and voidable contract. So next one, legal status. So void contract is completely invalid. So friends, we have already discussed from the beginning and it cannot enforce at law. Whereas voidable contract is legally binding and valid when created, but it gives one of the parties the opinion to cancel or reject it under specific circumstances. Next one, so friends, you see enforceability. So friends, we have already discussed the void contract cannot be enforced by either party, whereas the voidable contract is enforceable unless the disadvantaged party legally exercises their right to avoid it. So next one, the remedies or seeking damages. In the case of void contract, neither of the parties can seek or claim the damages or remedies due to non-performance of the contract. But in the case of voidable contract, the dissatisfied party can seek and claim for the damages or compensation due to the non-performance of the contract as well as the losses incurred. So next one, basis of comparison points, causes. The unlawful activities, impossible terms against the public policy or contracts, lack of the, that is the essential legal elements, are the common causes in the case of a void contract. But the force, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation, incompetency of the parties are the common causes in the case of a voidable contract. So next, it's the rights of the third parties. In the case of a void contract, the third parties have no rights for the interest of the agreement, but third parties who acquire the goods in good faith before contract is voided may keep them. Last one, basis of comparison points, friends, is the time of void. Void contracts are assumed void from the beginning and cannot made valid under any circumstances. But voidable contracts can continue to be valid and enforceable for a specific or for a certain period until the party with the rights to void decides to do so. So friends, last but not the least, so friends, you have to remember all contracts are agreement, but all agreements are not the contracts. So friends, so these are all about today's discussion. So friends, I am hopeful that so you have enjoyed a lot. So before concluding our video content, so I am wishing all the very best for your upcoming semester exam as well as the other related exams. So thanks a lot to all of you.